Hey, good morning. It's Dave Lockwood with Demolition, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what we're doing here. So we're growing our company into all the state of Florida, and we're basically taking you on the journey with us. So there's a lot of things that we've done over the last year, and it's kind of like we're playing this big, gigantic chess game. So part of what we're doing here is you'll see behind me, and we're still working on I'm fine-tuning it here. I see the reflections of stuff in the screen. So this is a gigantic computer screen that we got from one of the junk removals we did. I got 2 of them, and we're going to use this to help us with our junk removal university. Right now, I was on the phone yesterday. I was talking to these guys that are helping me with the course. It's basically Majestic. It's Blake and Dennis. And we were talking about some different things that have to do with starting to promote the junk removal book and also this course that we're putting together. So there's a lot of things floating through my mind. One is I'm very excited about the fact that the junk removal business is way bigger than I thought it was. So it's a $20 billion business according to ChatGPT. And it's poised to be a $30 billion company or business by 2030. Another article I read said it was growing at 5 to 7%. So 5 to 7% off of $20 billion, which is estimated, would be actually 7% would be about 28 million, and the 5% would be closer to over 5 years would be closer to like 25 billion. But at any rate, it's a business I've been involved in for a long time. I got into the business not because I was like, man, I want to jump in the junk removal business. I was basically doing a form of the junk removal just to survive and to get my wheels back on after the market crashed in the 2007-2008 time frame. So as a realtor, I used to see people leaving stuff in these houses I was selling all the time, and I was too prideful to say, hey, if you're getting rid of that, I'd like to have it. So you're a real estate professional. It's not something you should do, or at least I felt that it was that way. So here we are. This is 17 years later, and I got a lot of experience, and I know it's a very simple business, but everything's simple really if you know how to do it. So to show people how to do the junk removal business the way that we did it, and use it to grow another business, or to use it to get traction, or use it just to make a step away from the 9 to 5 and work for yourself, it's a very beautiful thing. It plays along with the sustainability stuff, which is another delightful surprise. I didn't realize there was such there's such an audience out there for not throwing stuff into the dump. So more or less what we do is green junk removal, green demolition. We are primarily a demolition company at this point. We have a bunch of profit centers. Junk removal is just one of them. We do junk removal, concrete cutting, flooring removal, building teardowns, and we do selective demolition. We also have a resale shop. We do just shy of $1 million a year out of that shop, and I don't know, it's a pretty fascinating thing. So there's money sitting everywhere all the time. People have only a limited amount of time, and they only have a certain amount of stuff that they're willing to do. And getting a hold of stuff that people no longer value anymore, that has some value to someone else, is a very cool thing. Okay, so the junk removal book is virtually done. It was completely done, and I met someone that is a 20-year veteran, and she talked me into letting her look at it before we pulled the trigger on it. She said, look, yeah, it's done, but there's there's like 10 typographical errors in it. There are quite a few sentences that are not structured properly, and I told her that the company that I hired to do the editing on it, they were primarily using Grammarly, and she said that's just it's just not what you do. She says you can't do that. I said, well, what I have found is with what they send me back for me to review before they move forward, is that they are taking all the flavor out of it. They're taking all of the personality and the me out of it. So anyway, hopefully I was looking for her number yesterday. I misplaced it. I'm going to talk to her today. Hopefully she's going to be done with that. She said a week, and tomorrow is a week. So hopefully she's done with that, and we can go ahead and pull the trigger and get it printed. The course, the screen behind me is part of the course. Started to start the course 3 or 4 times. I haven't been satisfied with what was going on, and it didn't look professional to me. So today will be the 3rd time that I started the course, and Kenny and I have been working on getting the studio ready so that I'm bringing something to people that looks very professional. So let's see, we're cranking along on the search engine optimization. We've got a significant SEO presence versus what we did have. 97% of all websites have 0% organic traffic, according to this rankability Gotch guy, and that's a big number. So the fact that we have some organic reach is better. Our visibility started off at 5%. We're at 7% now. But when I do a bunch of searches for the new market that we're going into, see, we've got 97% of our business comes from word of mouth here in the Naples, Fort Myers area, in Port Charlotte. But in Sarasota, they don't know us. I mean, they do know us a little bit. We've been up there a couple times. We got started up there, and then what happened is we got so busy here that we couldn't service this new market. So this year we're gonna go ahead, and as season comes, season is when everybody leaves for us. So it'll be pretty much Easter time is when season's over with, and at that point we're going to be in a position where we're going to be able to service that market and this market too. So it should be quite the ride. It should be a very interesting year. So the YouTube stuff, it's helped out with our business. We can't measure it very well because there's not things that we can indicate other than talking to the customers and asking them. We are doing a lot of paid advertising right now through Google Ads as well up in Sarasota to try to get more traction. This time of the year, you might as well just be throwing money out the window when you're doing Google Ads in our industry, because people just aren't doing a lot of it. We're having a very good year. We're about 25% above where we were last year at this time as far as how many crews we're running. So this is us and on our journey. As soon as I get done with this video, I'm going to go ahead and fire it up and start the junk removal course. And I thank you for watching. And this is our Pure Entrepreneur channel. We are going to start promoting this today. Oh, by the way, I hired somebody. Her name is Christabel. She starts on Monday, and she is she's got a lot of experience doing basically promoting stuff. So she's coming from a marketing background. She's got a marketing degree. She's got a lot of insight, a lot of experience, and we're going to use that to move our brands forward. And it's just the next step in the evolution of what we're doing. Vlad's going to continue to crank on the SEO stuff, and we are going to work that diligently and try to get ourselves in a better position. Talking to Christabel yesterday, she says it takes about 4 months. She's done a bunch of this stuff. She said it takes about 4 months for this stuff to really get cemented in. So with that in mind, I think we're doing extraordinarily well. We're ranking for a lot of our main keywords. So that's it. It's Remove It Pro's Demolition. This is Dave Lockwood, and I'll see you on the next video.